Hey Canucks fans, welcome to another edition of Ask Me Anything. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, November the 8th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up now for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description. Now, you're probably wondering, why is this Ask Me Anything video here on Monday instead of Sunday? Well, as I explained, I think I explained in my Sunday vlog, I bumped it to today, Monday, because Sunday was a game day. I want to do a game preview. I had a good feeling about the game. Then I wound up going to the game. Canucks win 6-3. And make sure you check out my vlogs from last night. I did a quick shorts from my car. Didn't realize that because I turned my car on to turn the heat on, that it was going through my Bluetooth. So it's the worst audio you've ever heard. But if you can make it through a minute of that, then you can make it through anything. Then I did my actual game recap that my lovely wife Gail had to film sitting in the passenger seat as we're whipping down Cambie Street on my way home to do my 10:30 live stream. And I want to say something about the 10:30 live stream. I drew for the winner of the tickets donated by the Van City Experts Real Estate Group. And I drew a winner, but then I drew two backups just in case the winner couldn't fulfill his or her duties. And sure enough, after looking up the winner, seeing that this person did not do what they were supposed to do to win the contest, I am proud to say that the winner of the tickets, and this person has already graciously accepted, is indeed Coach Rob Willie. So I'm so thrilled for him. He's a franchise member on my channel, one of my biggest supporters. And Rob, who lives in Victoria, just happens to be in town for that week on the mainland. So it worked out perfectly. It was a random draw, yet it worked out perfectly. So Coach Rob will be going to the game on the 17th, Vancouver against Colorado. And thanks again to Jason and the team from Van City Experts for setting up those tickets. Don't worry, I will get to your questions. Lastly, I announced that my next pub night, my first Canuck Clay meetup at a pub will be this Saturday, November the 13th. It'll be at the Park Pub, I got so excited. The Park Pub downtown Vancouver. I will release more details as we get closer to Saturday. But Saturday night, November 13th, we'll be watching Vancouver versus Vegas in Vegas. Contests, giveaways, food and drink specials, and a live pregame and postgame show from there. So if you're here in the Lower Mainland, make sure you come out for a wonderful night, Saturday night, November the 13th. Okay, I'll get to a couple other announcements at the end of the stream, but let's get to your questions. So you guys submitted. I will say the vibe of these questions a little different now. Most of you wrote these Friday on Saturday for Sunday before the Canucks' big 6-3 win over Dallas. So you'll see there's a bit of a negative vibe in some of these questions, which is fine because that's where we were at that point in time. And now I'm recording this on Sunday night for Monday after the Canucks' big 6-3 win. But let's answer these regardless. So Justin Credible says this: how would you fix the special teams problems, and how would you encourage fans who want results now but don't realize that the road to being a contender isn't always straight and easy, i.e. Boston and Washington? They had to go through years of futility and ups and downs before climbing to the peak. Two really good questions. The first one is, how do you fix the special teams? Well, we saw it a bit, at least the power play last night. The Canucks went 3 for 6. More movement on the power play. As long as the players are moving, then you create diversion and you make the defenders have to make split-second decisions. And when they make the wrong decision or hesitate, that's when you have a true odd man chance, and then you can put the puck in the net. And that's what we saw in the Canucks' 3 goals on the power play. I think it was 2 from Miller and 1 from Petey that were on the power play. And because most of them were one-timers or gaining some real estate, it's because the Canucks were making good passes and they're moving. They weren't stationary, and that's the main thing. For the penalty kill, Justin, your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, they're missing Tyler Mott. They're missing Brandon Sutter. So I think it's a mix of both personnel and strategy. So maybe now that they have the power play hopefully figured out and unleashed, they can spend some time working on the penalty kill. As for your second question about how would you encourage fans, every year only one team can win the Stanley Cup. So that means in a perfectly average. If in the law of averages, you're supposed to win a Stanley Cup only once every 31 years. Now, some teams obviously are a lot better than that, i.e. the Islanders of the 80s, the Oilers of the 90s, and then obviously Tampa Bay. They've won the last two. Chicago, Pittsburgh, LA Kings all had recent dynasties. So if they win more than one in a row, then because of the law of averages, some teams will take longer than 31 years to win a Stanley Cup, i.e. the Vancouver Canucks. They've been in the finals in 82, 94, 2011. So, and even if you have the best team, all it takes is for an opposing goalie to stand on their head or something crazy to happen. So how would I encourage fans? All you can do is hope that the Canucks are taking steps forward. And after a slow start, I do think they are taking steps forward. They still have a very young core in Petey, Quinn, Besser, Horvat, Demko, Höglander, Podkolzin, even Rathbone. So that's how I would encourage fans, is that you're not going to guarantee a Stanley Cup win or Stanley Cup Finals appearance, but at least the core, our best players, are young. And that's the one thing that I think we can be encouraged by. Azar says, do you believe that Travis Green doesn't give a line enough time to build chemistry, especially the Lotto line? Also, do you think having Brock and Hughes off the first power play unit is a bad idea? Well, yeah, it was a bad idea, and they moved Brock and Hughes back to the first power play unit last night, so with instant results, so that's good. And do I believe that Travis Green doesn't give a line long enough to build chemistry? Yeah, he's pretty impatient when it comes to lines. He rarely give them a full game if they are struggling or if they need to change. So maybe he's found some patience and maybe found some winning combinations. He likes Pearson with Horvat, so you put Höglander or Garland on that wing. He likes the Lotto line, and they're really good, albeit a lot of the points are on the power play. And then that leaves you some combination of Dickinson, Podkolzin, and either Garland or Pearson or Höglander. So, yeah, I think he's impatient, but maybe he will be more encouraged by the results of last night's game. Peter Wynn says, do you think Travis Green overthinks a lot with his line changes? Yes, I do. Kind of like my earlier question, which results in a lot of these guys looking disorganized. And how can this team improve the special teams issue? So kind of like what I said for Justin's, on the power play, you need more movement. On the penalty kill, it's a combination of structure and personnel. You just got to really want to win those puck battles. And then do I think he overthinks his lines a little bit? So I'm hoping to see them settle a little bit going forward. C edits. Based on the current pace the Canucks are on right now, do you still expect them to hit the 95-point range to get in the playoffs? And which teams do you see dropping in the Pacific Division from the current top four? Yes, I'm an optimist. C edits, as you know, I do think they can still hit 95 points, especially if they can win in against Anaheim on Tuesday. Then they're back to 500 after 13 games. So they still have that 69 games left. And you can still get 80 or 82 points out of those 69 games. Won't be easy, but it is possible. Although they haven't really had a tough schedule yet. So now that I'm verbalizing it, maybe it's a little bit easier said than done. But I still think they can make the playoffs. And I don't see how Anaheim and San Jose can continue at their current pace. Edmonton, Calgary, yes. Anaheim and San Jose, no. Eason, how do you feel about the season right now and your hopes to make the playoffs? Well, a lot better after last night's game than I was after Friday night's game. And like I said, if they can beat Anaheim on Tuesday, they get back up to 500, go on a quick road trip, and then they're back home again. So I do like the progression in the Canucks play, and especially in Thatcher Demko's play. He always gives them a chance to win. So I still have high hopes for them to make the playoffs for sure. Keegan Shaw, do you think the Canucks will make it to the playoffs? Yes, I do. Maybe not as one of the top 2 or even 3 teams. Maybe they have to come in as a wild card team. Quacky, who do you think is most likely to win the Vezina this year, Markey or Demko? Doesn't Markstrom already have 3 or 4 shutouts, which is pretty crazy? As well as Demko has played, if Calgary continues to play as well as they are playing, then you'd have to give the edge to Markstrom. Although I think Demko is, given contract and age, I think is the better goalie. So we'll see. Noah Highclay, when do you think Mott plays? I thought it was going to be on Friday, but it wasn't. And it wasn't yesterday. He hasn't really participated in a full practice on an active line rush, but that could change as early as Tuesday. My guess is maybe not Tuesday, maybe it's Thursday when the Canucks play on the road. But whenever he comes back, it'll be a welcome addition. Or maybe they're going to encourage him to come back a little sooner because of how poor the power play was last night. Sorry, the penalty kill was once again. Crispy Assassin, when will the Canucks turn it around? I'm getting frustrated. Only 2 regulation wins in 11 games, not good enough at all. The bar is set so low in this market. Well, again, I know you wrote this before Sunday night's game, so maybe last night's game will give you more confidence, and because it's given me more confidence. Curtis, do you think the Canucks fire Green this season? I don't. I don't think so, unless the Canucks are completely out of a playoff spot by the end of November already. Then I could see them make some changes. And Shoah says a similar thing. How bad does this have to get for you to support a house cleaning? How bad? I think if the Canucks finish in the bottom 5 again this season, then that calls for house cleaning. Some would even say the bottom 10. Some would even say if they miss the playoffs. But yeah, as you know, I'm an optimist. So I'm going to say for it to be a true house cleaning, i.e. get rid of the GM and the coach, I'd say they got to finish the bottom 5 or 6 in the entire league. If they're doing poor before American Thanksgiving or by Christmas, maybe you remove one of Benning or Green. But I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't see this team being that bad going forward. Well, Canucks fans, thank you for your questions. I hope it was worth the wait, one day later than usual. And I hope I answered these questions to your satisfaction. A couple other things. Canucks After Dark. Make sure you join Parker and me at 10 o'clock tonight. We're doing something we've never done before in our 7 or 8 months of history of Canucks After Dark. Some of you have kind of caught on to what we've both been hinting at. So make sure you join us right at 10 p.m. and you'll see right away, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, what the difference is. And one other thing, this week I will not be doing my live stream on Wednesday. I'll be doing it on Thursday instead because I'm emceeing a big event for work on Wednesday night and I probably won't be home by 10. So my Wednesday live stream is moved to Thursday. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. And to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and Hsmfangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or any of my videos, or in the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a comment down below if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Canucks After Dark, 10 p.m., Parker and me. And congratulations once again to Coach Rob Willie for winning the November 17th Canucks Avalanche tickets, courtesy of Jason and Van City Experts Real Estate Group. Okay, that's good for now. Enjoy your Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.